Follow all Moasirs news on his website, www.moasirs.com. And on his Facebook Moasirs and Instagram Moasirs13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hi dear Moasir followers and welcome from that new Quick Friday Essential video. And the today topic is about using ESP and how I have managed all my set for rehearsal and for stage to pass all through Camelot Pro, ESP and the Keylab Arturia. I try to manage that without using at the maximum the mouse, so you will see I have a lot of things under control here with that great control keyboard. But just before to start, if you're not already a Moasir YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I will release new video. If you like that video content, please click on like, that's very important for me. And if you want to thank me for all the video I release for you on YouTube, you can use bottom right of the video the super thanks. It's like a kind of one-shot donation. Or for a monthly fee, you can become a Moasir community member. You will have access to my private video. All the video I release, you have them in preview more than 2 months in advance, rather to the others followers. And the two are without any advertising. And as a member, if you book a Moasir Masterclass with me, you will have 15 minutes extended time.
Here we are with Camelot Pro and ESP, which is open. All my parts are under keyboard control, and therefore play on the same MIDI channel. The Arturia Keylab is a single MIDI channel keyboard. It allows me to control my 6 parts without any hassle. Obviously for the copyrights, I'm not going to play to you the song, that you'll understand very well. With a single MIDI channel, I control absolutely everything. It's a slightly rockier version, so it's piano and pad, not the original version. This video idea is to show how it works, not how I did to put in place all the settings I'm using, because that would take too much time. For scenes memory, that's very simple. I generally don't go beyond 3 scenes for sound changing. I don't need more in my stage configuration. I choosing to use this button's bottom the Arturia screen. You can see a close-up just to the side screen capture. They allow me to control all the scenes memory I need. I go to scene 2, scene 3. I could go to scene 4 too. I don't go any further than that. At most, I try to manage my sounds by distributing them well on the keyboard, so I don't need more. Obviously, I've configured the control pedal on the Arturia. My FC7 is calibrated. It controls the super knob. I could even take the assignable rotating knob one by one. I've got also the super knob there too. Using faders to have parts volume under control don't work, because you have to be set with keyboard control off, to have each part on a different MIDI channel. I set the 9th faders to have under control the Camelot Pro layer general volume here if I need. That's it for the most important controls I need on ESP. Of course, there's the sustain pedal, the FC3A pedal, which has also been well calibrated, because the Keylab allows you to calibrate the pedals. I've got my sustain perfectly under control. Actually with my band, we're moving to a configuration with a drummer and a bassist, so there's no need of backing track anymore on stage. I use the backing tracks to rehearse at home only, but on stage there won't be full backing tracks. I need to be able to control Camelot Pro, without having to grab the mouse between songs and say, "Hang on, guys, I'm going to grab the mouse, and I'm going to change the song to have my other sound configuration." This is where the pads here are extremely practical and interesting on the Keylab, as on any control keyboards where you can find pads, that you can program in the same way of course. We're going to close ESP, because we don't really need it anymore. What can I do with my pads? Well, if I've made scenes in Camelot Pro, and that Camelot scenes can call up the Montage M scene memory too. This 2 pads here allow me to navigate through the Camelot Pro scenes without any hassle. And when you get to the last scene, if you move on, you'll go to the next song. There's the little ESP loading time, which you can see isn't too long either. ESP don't recognize bank and program change call, so I can't use it in Camelot Pro Setlist Rack to call up the various ESP performances. That's why I'm obliged to load it at each song's start. To speed up song browsing, I have set 2 pads here at song level, so song plus, song minus, quite simply. Very interesting to use, 2 pads to remote Camelot Pro views. I could switch to my set list view, which is our stage set, and there I have the songs that are here. And the big advantage of Camelot, of course, is that you can very quickly rearrange your songs in any order you like, simply by drag and drop, which in that case requires the mouse of course, but in that step, we do not play when we manage setlist order. I can change my views if I haven't played something too complex. At some point, if I feel that I need to check something in rehearsal, I can go pretty quickly, check this kind of things. I can go and take Control ESP output volume with that fader, to raise or lower it. Since I'm here on the 9th, I've configured it to take control of the first layer, with the first item, and every time for each song, I place ESP on layer 1. It's very simple. I can manage all of this very quickly like that. When I'm at home, I'm still using backing tracks to practice. I don't have everyone coming to my house to play. I use backing tracks to train myself. I can have that under control when I'm practicing at home, but if I go back to the stage idea, I also need this view. If I scroll down here it is, all the audio tracks have their scenes, and so I can change the scene that will also control the lights. Here, you can see the little white line that move at each beat. That's the tempo on the beat. It's in my case, for the moving head, that are slaved to tempo. I can change the time event each time I need with my foot switch pedal connected to Keylab. Here's the stage lighting for the verse, for the piano lead, for the chorus. I've assigned the assignable pedal, a Yamaha FC5 of course, to make these changes, without hands. Here I can make my changes as I go along, a little kick, and I make my stage light changes like this. This is more for the stage. This is all programmed at home. Here for the copyright, I've only set 1 track available. I won't play it too long. I have my play pad here, for home using, and the stop pad here, so if I really needed to launch an audio track to accompany us on an intro on stage, to which we could play top over, then I could do that too. For example, via Camelot Pro, you can launch play. I hope it will be neutral enough for copyrights. I can play audio tracks, I can stop. A quite important function is when I made all my adjustments, I need to save. If each time in a song, on song ending at rehearsal, I say wait, I need to grab the mouse, I'll click on save here, it will be too long. I simply set my save pad here, with colors that speak to me. I chose my colors for each pad. It allows me to never touch the mouse once I'm playing on stage. If we change the band's order, it's there. If I need to adjust the level, that's here. And if I need to change view to check something, I can do it here. Also to have my chords transcriptions. And last but not least, if I want to send the click to my drummer, I'm going to change my view. I've raised my little keyboard. I'm going to configure what needs to be done here. And you'll see that, once I've put my keyboards back in place, I'll be able to trigger the click as I wish. It's as easy as that to send. So obviously, I've put click sound in the video. But here, it has to be sent on a separate output to be able to send it to the drummer independently. For this Quick Friday, you can see that you can easily take everything in hand and play with a computer, a small control keyboard, and go on stage with ESP.
This is video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. As a reminder, you can book your Moesio Masterclass directly on the Music Artspace platform. See you soon for one other Moesio video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moesers Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moesers' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, Music Hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro Sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moesers one-to-one session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moesers calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moesers video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!